Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. So it's down to business here. Tries to stroke it through. Here it comes. Has gone out. He's got options out wide. Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. A real chance to break. Flags up.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Looks to clip it forward. And he just whacks it away. Tries to get some whip on it. He's gone for it! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And it's hoisted clear. Cleared without complication. Played out to the right. He's made sure that that won't get through. No goals as yet. Can he score? Try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And it's been taken short. Forward it goes. And the weighted pass. Going, hits one! A great save, real class.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And a header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Yeah, he was off, ever so slightly, but he was off.
Tries to get it forward quickly. And now they can launch a counter. Aimed long and direct. It's got through to him. He's left his man. Room for a shot. Could move up a gear here. Attempts to play it through. Knocks it away. Forward it goes. And he's made certain that won't get through. They've managed to get it away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tries to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene. Brings it forward. Looking to get with, goes for goal! In he goes again! Danger averted for now. He's had a look. Big chance here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He's got away.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Forward it goes. Aimed long and direct. And that's been levered clear. Hoists it high. You can get that clear. Now the counter. Looks to clip it forward. He's through. Yep, it's a corner. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries one! Boots it to safety. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. The start of another 45 minutes.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Up he gets! They've scored! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Pushes it out wide. Oh, he's not going to get that. Into a dangerous position. They really are proving themselves to be solid all over the field. He goes long. Can he put it away? And that really should have hit the net.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Tries to get it forward quickly. And the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. And the hits one! And the ball's come out! It's gone a long way up and away. In for the pieces! It's a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Things starting to look... Has a hit! And he's there to hoof it away. Out wide to the right, back into the middle. Timely intervention. Gets up to head it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
He's through the middle, gets it, and now what? Knocks it away. Tries lifting it over. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Can he fit it? Looking to shoot. They are rampant. And surely that settles it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. He's in space and looking for options. Lobs it in gently. Cut out in the nick of time. Good clearance and very necessary. Nicely measured pass. Defence has got rid of that. Has he picked him out? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, the defence was at their mercy and they only needed to be fractionally quicker.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Has a swing at it! And in it goes! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. It's become a case of men against boys. No, and the shot! And he's got good distance. Who's chasing? The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Forward it goes. Decent looking ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Dinks one in. And that's it. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And we're underway. Pushes it out wide. Cuts it out. Floats one over. And that's been levered clear. Pretty clear, it is a foul. So what can they conjure from this one? And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Knocks it away. Aimed long and direct. Tries to dink it in. Shot at goal!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Moves it over to the other flank. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to thread it through. Goes along. Looks to clip it forward. Hits one! They've scored!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
It's a loose ball. Battles to win it back. Decent looking ball. And now the breakaway. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
It's come loose. He's got away. He's made sure that that won't get through. And now they can launch a counter. Plays it out to the flank. Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing?
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Forward it goes. Dinks one in. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Aimed low and direct. Done very well to intervene. Tries to get it forward quickly. Goes long. Forward it goes. Brings it forward. Nicely controlled. Crosses it in low. The shot's on! It's in! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And so we're off again. No foul, says the referee. And it's got through. Dashing forward at pace. Going through. Is it in? Top save! That shot was travelling. Drills one in. And he heaves it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. It's a throw. Danger averted for now. Hit long and direct. And he's onside. And he's searching through. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed low and direct. Oh, good interception. Looking for space out wide. He's left his man. Has a hit! Forward it goes. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
He's got away. Has a pop! He's got away with one there. He's played it short. Shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And the weighted pass. He's got options out wide. That intervention was very necessary. Chance to break. To stroke it through. Real chance, big chance! They've done it! And they're back in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Needed a better pass there. A real chance to break. It's a decent ball, and he's there to cut it out. Cleared without complication. Tries lifting it over. Has a swing at it! So close to drawing level.
That's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Gets into a dangerous position. Here it comes. Here comes the corner. it's been taken short.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Going through, going for goal! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Shoots! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Look, that's not just about the right technique. You have to have courage and belief in yourself to go for glory like that.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And the referee brings it to a close. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Can he put it away? It's gone a long way up and away. And that's been won straight back. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. And he's going long. And the defence can get it clear. Looking to break out here. Ball, who's going to get that? Forward pass. Just brushed off the ball there. Great run on the overlap here. He's there to get rid. Tries lift. That's it! He scored! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
So, a breakthrough already. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Looks to dink one in. Cut out in the nick of time. Breaks on here. Saved only by poor finishing.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Hoists it high. That'll go straight through to the keeper. That's not going to make it. Deftly done. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. It's come loose. Lovely bit of skill. Gets it back. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Looks to clip it forward. And he's there to cut it out. Defender's on the back foot.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It out. Tries one. Knocks it up. Fires from distance. Danger averted for now. Aimed long and direct. Dinks one in. He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Defence has got rid of that. The first 45 minutes are up. We can review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
The start of another 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And he's made sure that that won't get through. It's a loose ball. Brings it forward. Hit long and direct. Gets his foot in there. Going through. Driving on, a real charge here. Swung over into the middle.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Gets it out of harm's way. And back to base. Floats one over. And that's been levered clear. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Into the channel. He's got away. Shapes the shoots. He has done it. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Oh, good interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Tries to stroke it through. Shot at goal! It's being played forward, and now the breakaway. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. With a delicate ball.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Aimed long and direct. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a double substitution going on here. Done very well to intervene.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And a header! Oh, that could cost them.
That could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Strong punch.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nut.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Forward it goes. Gets into a dangerous position. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. It's a brilliant interception. He just whacks it away. Shoots! That is wayward. Great challenge. Forward it goes. Gets it upfield. And here's the chance to counter. Turns and goes back. And the finish! Sticks it away! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. And there goes the final whistle. Well, much worthy industry, but that alone simply not enough. They are beaten by the better side. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. As you can see, we've already started here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed long and direct. It's a loose ball. Forward it goes. Looks to thread it through. Whipped it again. And that should be the keeper's. And the counter is on. Looks to clip it forward. And now the breakaway. Gets a good foot in there. Aimed long and direct. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Goes for goal!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Defender's on the back foot. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. To shoot! It's a carbon copy of their previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And that's been levered clear. Ball's out on the left now. Hoists it high, well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Tries to get it forward quickly. To the keeper and go again. Over to the left. Done very well to intervene. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Just, it seems, but just is enough.
cut out in the nick of time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Brought forward. What does he try from here? Gets into some space. And the weighted pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And he's going long. Chance to cross, up to meet it! Back of the net! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
And it's hoisted clear. And he just whacks it away. And a shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The shot's on! It's broken loose. It's gone a long way up and away. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. He goes long. They've got a corner here. Boots it to safety. A swing at it! In it goes! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He's gone for for it! In for the follow-up! No mistake! He was so alert to the possibilities there, great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Gets it back, and he's looking to shoot. This could surely this time. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Looking to break out here. Floats one over. Good ball.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He's got away, and the ball's come out.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So we have a double substitution going on here. He's gone for it! Should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game there. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Plays it through. Gets up to head it! Sticks it away! Do not write them off! Back they come! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, he was off, ever so slightly, but he was off.
It's a decent ball. That intervention was very necessary.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Just 5 minutes left. Looks to dink one in. Has it out wide now. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Here's the ball in. Knocks it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. There's only one word for this, it's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Lobs it in gently. Can he put it away? Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! And there goes the final whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Hits one! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Looks to clip it forward. Lobs it in gently. That intervention was very necessary. It's come loose. He's left his man. He's had shoots. It's broken loose and in again. Just off target.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Looks to thread it through. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dinks one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Just, it seems, but just is enough.
Looks to bypass the midfield. It is deadlocked. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Timely intervention. It's being played forward. And the weighted pass, cut out in the nick of time. Tries lifting it over, chance to break. Offside, yep, looks it.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. They've got underway here pretty promptly. With a delicate ball. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He's gone for it. They've scored! First blood drawn. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And it's been taken straight back. Hoists it high. Done very well to intervene. Gets it upfield. It's a throw in. Looks to clip it forward. Cuts it out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
He's got the ball, he's got the space. Good clearance and very necessary. Chance to break. Aimed long and direct. Out of play for a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Lobs it in gently. Looking to shoot. Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Well played, he saw that coming. He can get that clear. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Dinks one in. That's a brilliant interception. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Aimed long and direct, and that's well defended. Plays it out to the flank. And the flag has stayed down. He's left his mark. He's had a go! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He almost benefited from some real generosity. No wonder the keeper's going nuts.
Over to the left. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. That was travelling. Brings it forward, looks to dink one in, and he's cut it out.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's gone for it! And it's hoisted clear. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Forward it goes. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Flags up. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Fine defending there. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the weighted pass. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Defence has got rid of that. Looks to thread it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Oh, it would have been fabulous had the timing matched the pass. Pity.
Oh, good interception. Just brushed off the ball there. Plays a clever pass. And now the breakaway has come loose. Tries to dink it in.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Tries lifting it over. Well read, he sorted that out. Battles to win it back. Tries to stroke it through. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Forward it goes. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's got through. Shoots! It's there! And this is getting better and better. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So that's two now. Has a pop! Sticks it away! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Going through, shapes the shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Changes here from both sides, in fact. Boots it to safety. Yes, he is offside.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Much subtlety, he's launched himself there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good run down the right. Where could this lead?
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Can he put it away? And out. Can he score? It's come back out. What about it? There seemed no way back, but they are level. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and...
Towering header! And the ball, surely this time, knocks it away.
Well, their tails are certainly highest, and they clearly fancy their chances of ending up winners.
Breaks on here. to be a throw-in. Gets good distance on it. Gets it back. And that's another throw. Is that. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.